Oh, for the babies. What's up, everybody? What's up? Let me turn my music down because I can hear it on this end. We are back. You are back with Ozma the Alchemist, with our co-host, Ahzzy Moore, IAmPhoenixNadie, and we have two special guests today. We have Initiated High Priestess Imani Infinity and Initiated High Priestess Iyanifa Ifabukola.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I
Thank
like
you.
languages, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
say it right. I'm trying to say it right. We are very excited to have all of this amazing panel of sisterhood here, all these amazing goddesses. We are here to help provide direction as it is our sole purpose, a part of our purpose. And so we have, you can donate in the description box, not in the description box, in the description area. There are all of our social media places where you can go to follow us. You also have the places that you can donate, the Cash Apps as well as Venmo, if you would like to donate for a reading. You won't be turned away if you don't have a donation. However, donations, of course, are accepted and appreciated because we all got bills and we all got stuff to pay. All right. So I just wanted to send the love to you guys. We're going to get started in a second. I'm getting these cards together. We're getting the vibe right. We're going to read as needed. We may use tools of divination such as cards. We may not use them depending on how we feel compelled to speak to the people. All right. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'm going to be putting up different banners so you know where to contact each of us if you would like a personal reading for yourself. We all do different styles of reading. We all are amazing in our own right. So we're going to get this started. All right. We're going to start with generals until you guys bring up some questions. Anybody want to go first? Happy Virgo season and happy retrograde, by the way, you guys. There's so many retrogrades happening right now. Neptune, Mercury, Venus is in retrograde. Got a few other planets in retrograde right now.
Oh, yeah, revealing a lot of things.
Yes. We're
A
going
lot
to
of transformation too.
I'm sorry, sis.
I said a lot of transformation in this period.
Yes.
So
Oh,
much
yeah.
personal. We know transformation is constant, but the personal transformation period is upon us. And it's that sink or swim for yourself period. It's all about you in this moment. So the transformation feels pretty tough, right? Because a lot of things are getting left behind, getting left to the side. You know what I'm saying? It can no longer attach itself to you, right? Sometimes we used it as a crutch to be who we were. And so a lot of those crutches are being taken away so that you understand that your power is imminent and that you can rely on yourself. So during these times of transformation and this Mercury retrograde, there might be some things that come and try to stop you in your mother. Y'all know I
Yes.
like to, y'all know I like to curse, so
Oh, you can curse on this platform. I curse like
Girl,
a
I'm
let's
real.
like the
get
same
it.
like
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
for real up here. You
All
curse.
right.
I'm
So it's
sweet,
gonna be
but
some
I'm still a realist.
It's gonna come and try to sock you in your motherfucking face, knock you off your square, knock you off your rocker, but you're gonna have to be steadfast. And it's for
Yeah.
yourself that you are steadfast, not for the people around you. And I know a lot of people get offended when I say it's not for your children, it's not for your mama, it's not for your daddy, it's not for your man, it's not for your wife or your job or anybody else. It is for you. You are the source. So if you are the source of the energy and you're gonna outsource your energy, you need to make sure that you're feeling that energy how it's supposed to be fed.
Y'all see why I love them? Yes, sis. Let's get this going. Y'all want to start
Let's
with
get
some
it
deep
going.
breathing?
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Any amount of
Yes.
times y'all want to breathe. Today is the
Nine.
high frequency. 9.
Nine. That's it.
Okay.
That's yes, nine.
Let's do it,
Nine.
sis.
All
Ready?
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. On the count of three, we're gonna inhale through that nose and exhale through that mouth.
Mm-hmm.
One, two, three, inhale. Inhale deep. 9.
That felt great.
I say yes.
Oh,
Thank you.
Ooh, that was
yes.
beautiful. I
That was
say.
so beautiful
Ooh,
and
y'all
so
know y'all
wonderful.
got some beautiful energy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
we just blowing up the internet, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
even know how they're gonna be able to handle it.
Man, this is
All
going to be
right.
amazing. In the description, you have everyone's social media platforms. You have the different websites you can go to for their products. Um, the Cash Apps and Venmos are listed in the description if you have a specific question. Don't forget. Um, let's see. We got Azzy's. We got everybody in the club get tips.
Man.
Let me pull up
So
as well. Bam, bam, bam.
I
As a,
can start with the general readings.
okay,
If we want to start to talk about it, if you would like.
absolutely.
Okay, so in this energy right now, what um, I'm hearing and feeling is a lot of second guessing of yourselves. There is so much second guessing of yourselves that people are beginning to turn around from their freedom because being free requires such discipline and such praise of yourself and knowing what it is that you just to the brink of just tired of being slapped in the face. But see, during this retrograde season, which is in Virgo, of course, I love it. And Mercury, who is the issue of the constellation, who is issue of the cosmos, you in order for you to go to the next part of you or the next direction, you have to give permission and be ready for it. So you get right here. A lot of people are getting right here, just turning around.
Mm.
A lot of people are saying, you know what? I'm just gonna give it one more try for that nigga to hit me upside the head again. I'm just gonna give it one more try for that hoe to just do it again to me, just like that, and then give me some type of disease. I'm just gonna allow this motherfucking business to try me. And then furthermore, what's happening is the people that are here being present with these malevolent forces, okay, they say, how dare you try to save me?
Mm.
How dare you
Mm.
come and try to change my mind from what I want to do? How dare you try to feed your pearls to me when nobody else would with your super saver, whatever self? So right now, even in this moment of where it looked like we being punched on, hit on, and kicked on, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, how many chances we gonna give this shit? This is where we are right now. And
Mm.
all of your ancestors, you fighting you right now. You fighting you. You in a boxing ring with your motherfucking self. Because
Mm.
nothing can be in existence without you. Period.
Yes.
So the two
Woo!
devils is all you. So that's what I'm feeling. Everybody is wound up and ready to jump or sink or just jump off a cliff. Either jump and shoot or jump off a cliff and die. That's where the energy is.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's initiator high priestess Iyanifa, and her information is right there on the bottom of the screen where you can follow her. She is the owner and founder of the JaJa Effect, the Temple of Free Will, co-owner of Enchantress. Her and her sister own
Yes.
Enchantress, I believe, right? Her
Yes.
Yes, we
sister's
Yes.
do.
High Priestess Imani Infinity as well. So don't forget to follow them. Everything, all their information, and all of our information is in the description of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Thank
Way to
you. Woo.
start it off, sis.
Come through, spirits. Come through, ancestors. Come through, ancient ones. Yes.
To
Yes.
piggyback a little bit off of what you said, I pulled a little bit moonology, and we got
Yes.
the end of a tough cycle approaches.
Mm.
Got
Mm.
luck is on your side. A lot of us, just like Imani had also said, are going through a personal transformation, which is also what JaJa was speaking about, a personal transformation, because we're coming to the point of endings of things. And like JaJa was saying, like Iyanifa was saying, we're at a crossroads. What are you going to choose? Are you going to continue the path, or are you going to repeat the cycle because you didn't learn from it? And I personally am going through something like that
Ooh,
right
say it, say it, because yeah, you can't know unless you experience it your damn self.
now. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hell yeah. Yo, the universe be whipping my ass sometimes.
I
I
told you
need
it's
it.
gonna be feel like a rock'em sock'em on your asses.
Right.
You've
Yes.
been feeling them rock'em sock'ems.
Mm.
Yes. And just the whole experience of fighting yourself and
Mm.
shedding of the old self
Ooh.
so that you can step into the new self
Mm-hmm.
is a whole handbasket. It's hell in a handbasket.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times we hold on to that old side of ourselves because we've developed and created these different entities also within ourselves so that we can protect
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. So
Mm-hmm.
now when you get to a certain place where you don't need that protection no more,
Mm.
you don't need that old self no more because
Mm-hmm.
you rebirth yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How do you leave that part of you behind
Mm-hmm.
and step into the new when you don't know where the new is going?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
That's
I
the
mean?
exciting
It gets
part.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You never
That.
knew where the new was going. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mhm.
this is not our first time in this rodeo. And what
Right.
happens is we forget our own selves and forget the things that we've overcome and came through and act like when we come to this point, everything is going to end. But if we understand every time there's an ending, there's a beginning, we get a new excitement for ourselves.
Mm.
Not just focusing on that ending, to get stuck in that ending. Oh, I'm stuck here. This is the end. No, they met right there. So as I'm stepping out of that ending, I'm right off to my new beginning.
Yes. You know how many times my ancestors have said, "Get off your knees, child." When I was
Mm.
crying and like, I don't know, they like, we told you who you are. Get off your knees, child. And they call me child. And I'm like, I know they from the south and stuff. What you got up there? What you got up there, Azzy?
That authority card, knowing who you are, whose you are,
Mm-hmm.
embracing that person that you are. You asked the question when you said, how do you let go of that old self and step into your new self? By knowing who you are.
Mm.
Mhm.
You have to know who you are. You have to know who your ancestors told you. Your ancestors told you exactly where you would be going. A lot of us like to say, oh, I don't know about the unknown. Yes, you do. You've been through this before. You know how these cycles go. You know how
Mm-hmm.
these things happen. It's no way that all of us got the same exact cards because we just got the same exact cards in different meanings.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It's
so,
crazy we got it that way. I
Mm-hmm.
had pulled some traditional tarot and I got the Hierophant, the King of Cups, the Star, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords, talking about that painful ending, knowing that if you do not close this cycle out, you will be going through that Tower moment
Yes.
again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time,
Mm-hmm.
it may be a little
Damn.
worse than what it
Ooh.
Ain't that right?
Hell yeah.
when
I ain't
it
trying to do this
comes
again.
to when it comes to us learning these cycles, especially with us spiritualists. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's time to stop renewing those cycles that you stopped that you kept going through. Like it's time to cut it.
Yes.
It is time to kill your old self. um
Okay.
this Hierophant card talks about institutions, religions, having a higher level of commitment, going into ascension. A lot of spiritualists around this time are actually going through ascension, and
Mm-hmm.
this ascension is testing you with this Mercury in retrograde to see if, okay, you said you want this. All right, we're gonna put you through the same course before and see if you actually learned how to climb the rope. Did you actually learn how to climb the rope? Do you understand the journey? Are you
Right.
sure that you know that you are on this slope and you're walking up gradually? Do you know that? So a lot of us are at that point where we're called to step into authority. We are called
Mm-hmm.
to step into that higher self. And a lot of us don't want to go into that higher self because let's be real, this is coming from somebody who's been through it. The authority is scary. You have a lot of people who come to you and go, well, who gave you the authority? Spirit gave me the authority.
Right, right.
Spirit gave me the authority. They told me that I can do this. So therefore, I'm going to walk in who I am called to be, the God, the goddess, the empress, the mystic, whoever you are. So that way I can lead the multitude. It's something about leading sheep right now. I don't know who that is for, but you are called to do that so that way you can bring others up with you. Around this time, especially during the Mercury retrograde, it's causing us to really tap in and start to use our third eye chakra when it comes to certain decisions that we have to make in these upcoming weeks. If spirit tell you not to go to that party, don't take your ass to that party. If spirit tell you to sit down and meditate for a while, sit down. A lot of us have not been tapping in with our ancestors the way that we need to. Like literally the way that we need to. So it is calling us to definitely tap in with our higher powers to see what the next step is. And that's what I got for you guys.
Right on, right on, right on. Well, I got my shaman oracle cards. I got the Hunter of Strength here, and I think it speaks towards
Yes.
seeking seeking that power and that strength within ourselves to put us in the position that we need to be in, because we also got the Dancer of Joy here. A lot of us are seeking validation. Popped up in my mind, validation. And in this validation that they're seeking to find more of who they are, their gifts, their abilities, their talents, the things that they can offer the world, but also those things that help to uplift and motivate themselves, those things that help to put them on the right path, guidance, ancestral guidance. Seeking something right now with all the stuff that is happening. We don't watch the news, but we see what's happening in the news. We know what's going on, and there's just a lot of disarray, a lot of people just seeking and wanting peace right now, wanting peace. And they're trying to figure out how to find it and where to find it. These ancestor cards, whenever I get a card that says ancestor, we also have ancestor protection. So while we're going through all of this stuff, while things are changing and all that, we are divinely protected. But it seems like a time where we're trying to find that strength within ourselves. We're also trying to find those like-minded people, our tribesmen, those who are there to help aid us, motivate us, guide us, and help direct us. Make sure that we're on the same path. Make sure that we're still happy, that we're still joyful, because in this day and time, it's a lot of things happening that wants to bring us down, that wants to bring our joy down, that wants to put us in a place where we're confused or we're trying to figure it out. Spirit right now is saying that you just have to go within. Go within. Just look at the things that you yourself have been able to accomplish. And I don't know, it's been like this motivational thing for this week for me. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my videos that I've been sharing, but it's been like a motivational thing. It's like, don't try to teach right now. Motivate, uplift, let them have the validation that they are needing. Give them the I heard correction, the correction that they need. Give them the motivation, the uplift, and that it's just direction. Something with direction and guidance right now is what's being needed and what's being sought, what's being asked for right now.
Well, I did get the Skull of Flowers. Oh, let me tell y'all what deck I'm on. I'm using my Halloween Oracle deck.
Ooh.
So I got the Skull of
face.
the Skull of Flowers, which is created through ashes. I'm gonna let y'all see that. And I also got the Black Cat, which is fortune meets opportunity, which these are so well aligned. He was talking about how when you're renewing yourself or recreating yourself, creating from the ashes, when you're recreating yourself, because we have the right to recreate ourselves in any moment, right? We do not have to be a stalemate or on pilot mode to be who we were yesterday. But in order to do that, you have to open up to different opportunities. So if you're recreating yourself, but you're taking the same steps that you took in the past, every day your life is just mundane. You wake up at 6 and you brush your teeth, you rinse your mouth, you drink your coffee, you go the same way to work every day. There is no shift of energy to catapult you into that opportunity. Sometimes the opportunity is in the opposite motherfucking direction. You have
Right.
to be able to get out there and put yourself out there and change directions. My mama taught us that we didn't come the same way home from school every day, that we didn't let anyone know our moves every day, that we took back ways and pathways and we changed it up. That is kinetic energy. And you have to change the course of the energy in your life sometimes if you want your fortune to meet your opportunity. Because the opportunity is there, but you have to be open to it, therefore creating and recreating yourself through those actions.
Hmm. Yes, yes.
I feel that.
Sorry, y'all. I'm just sharing the video.
No worries, all things happen.
I feel that.
That is really, this is like really where we are right now. And a lot of people have questions about love. A lot of people have questions about love, but see, um, the realization needs to be that love is not weak, and
Mm-hmm.
love is not going to participate in any weak shit.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
So the thing about that is, if love is being used as an excuse when it's clearly not an emotion, we can't dumb down the force that balances the universe.
Mm.
When we don't realize what's going on, and we skip, there's a step that's being skipped, which is self love.
Mm-hmm.
So when that self love, and I'm not talking about only with loving yourself in the cliche aspects of it. I'm talking about loving yourself enough to say, you know what, I owe it to myself to stop trying the same thing and keeping the same results. I owe it to myself to see why I'm picking the same person over and over again. I owe it to myself to see why I'm the victim all of the time. Why every time I turn around, I'm in a car accident, somebody flipped me over, and I can't blame it on my generation. Damn, your generation like shit, own up to some stuff that you've been doing. You know? So we have to remember that everything is inside of us. Everything. So what we choose to feed is what's going to be the thought form, the force, the entity, or the spirit that continues to grow and manipulate us from our happiness. And then there are certain things that we subconsciously, or that is subconsciously being fed, because I'm not going to include myself in that bullshit, that is subconsciously being fed into the minds of what you're not in control of. We lose, or it's lost in the belief that your mind controls you. You control your mind. Your higher self controls your mind. Your force is an entire, it's an entire frequency, you know? So is it going to be expelled or utilized? And that's totally up to you. But love, love is so bigger than what has been dumbed down to. Love is like, it's fighting for its identity.
Mm.
I remember asking my group in specific. I teach a group of girls, and I
Hmm.
remember asking them, "What is love?"
Hmm.
Everybody had a different definition. Everybody had a different definition, and I said to them, "I was like, so if love is an emotion, right? Why do y'all keep? I like happy emotions.
Right, exactly.
I don't like nothing to make me feel negative.
Right.
So if love is an emotion and love is supposed to be this lovely thing and patient and kind, and why do y'all keep dealing with the same things that make you have negative emotions? I
Right.
don't get it. It's But then you know what it is too? We are so afraid to let those people go because they feed our ego. Let's really be real about it. They feed our ego. They feed our validation. They feed all of the things that we feel we're lacking. And until you really, like you were saying, until you really grasp that concept of self-love,
Hmm.
where it's like, I'm not gonna keep dealing with this is bad. I'm not gonna keep dealing with this.
Right.
Until we grasp that real concept of I don't have to participate, You know what I mean? Like, I told them all the time, like, you know that you don't have to participate in that, right? Like, you don't have to be a part of that. You can remove yourself. And so many people go, but I love that person. Love is not keeping you there. Your attachment is keeping you there. Your insecurity is keeping you there. The feeling of validation is keeping you there. Don't say it's love. We have turned love into such a horrible thing.
It's been weaponized for
Oh my
bullshit.
God. We are willing to just put up with just anything
Right.
to say, oh, it's love. No, it's not. If you knew what love and genuine love was, you wouldn't be dealing with it.
But that's why there's so much war, because the opposite of love is war, not hate. Hate is too weak. War. Love go to war for itself, and that's why all these problems come up, because what you did to your own damn self.
That's what I was gonna say. You missing
Right.
the integral part in this love thing. You got
Right.
so much love to give to this person or this thing or this job or this thing, and it's holding you down. Meanwhile, self is saying, "Do you not love me a motherfucking enough
Right.
to release these things?" Because you're giving all of this strength, because love is not weak, as we said. You're giving all of this strength, and you're outsourcing it to everybody else. What the hell about me? So what happens is you are actually calling more of that to yourself. You are teaching everyone around you how to treat you based on how you're treating yourself.
Right.
So you can't keep blaming people. You got to take some motherfucking accountability for
Right.
how you're treating yourself and not all the other people around you, because they are a reflection of source. I am source to myself. There is no God above me, for me, but me. So knowing that I am source, I take accountability for all things that come into my life, even the things that shake me, make me motherfucking cry and hurt. I turn and I reflect to myself and I say, Imani, what the fuck?
Right.
I think as people of color, especially, we've been taught to be helpless. We've been taught that we are not in control of anything.
Right.
And I'm speaking as someone who was very helpless for a long time in my
Mhm.
mind. You know, I used to, personal disclosure, I used to attract a lot of very abusive, negative type of men in romantic relationships. And I had to get to a place where I realized that that was a reflection of how I treated myself and how I felt about myself at the time. So even though I'm not abusive to people, as far as I know or try to be, they were a reflection on how I didn't honor and value myself.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? And I had to learn that because you're given free will, right? You have the power to change your own prophecy.
Mhm.
You don't have to be a victim.
That's right. That's right.
You don't have to be a victim. And so I carry that with me. And when I get in my moments where I start to doubt myself, I have to remind myself of my ancestors getting my ass.
Right.
Like, girl, get off your knees, child. Like, that's what you
Right.
say. Because you don't have to be a victim of your circumstance. You manipulate the energy. And that's how I renamed myself Ozma the Alchemist, because I had to learn how to use that alchemy and change the trajectory on how my life was going with certain directions.
Mhm.
And even change your entire DNA code. You can
Come
rewrite it
on.
within a
Come on.
nanosecond. The speed of darkness can't even be tracked or captured, because
Yes.
that's how fast thought is going to travel on the speed of darkness. And you could change that DNA code just like that by saying, "Hold the fuck up! Wait a minute, JaJa. Hold up! Wait a minute, girl."
Yes.
You know,
And that's the true alchemy
that's the
of
true
breaking what
alchemy.
they call generational curses.
That's
Because
right.
now you have changed the DNA of your bloodline,
Of your
right?
bloodline.
Sometimes that's what you just came to do. That's how
Right.
you break the whole curse. You're gonna, they be like, the family did it all this way all these years. I said,
Uh-huh.
No.
I've been
I
working
came to
on that
shake
for
shit
years
up.
now, changing the DNA. Like,
Mhm.
there's the tasks that I've been given spiritually that I have, that I complete and that I do because I'm shifting the DNA. I remember one time, and not to go
Right.
too, but I remember one time I was in a ceremony with psychedelic medicine, and a group of my ancestors came to me and they said, "We were waiting for you."
Mm.
And I cried because I said, "Me, little old imperfect me," at the time.
Yeah.
But they broke it down. They said we were waiting for you because we knew you would do the work that needed to be done. You here for this purpose. This is part of what you're here for. And a lot of it is really a lot of us understanding and understanding what our purpose is and defining it for ourselves. You don't have to be doomed. You can change your own prophecy. Once you realize and empower yourself and realize that you have more power than you realize. As people of color, we've been taught to be so helpless, to wait on everything and everybody to heal us, to help us, we're waiting on this person, we're waiting on that, we're waiting on that, we're waiting on a leader. Be your own leader. You don't got time to wait for no leader because time is speeding up, if y'all notice.
Oh, yes.
Time is being manipulated so that it's speeding up. I see a baby, the baby's born. It'd be like 3 months later, the baby's 6 months old.
Yeah. Right.
Every 6 months later, the baby's a fucking year old. I'm like, how the fuck they a year old? They just got here. But time is speeding up. You know what I mean? Because there's work that needs to be done. Spiritualists, we are needed so much right now. And healers, we are needed so much right now for the direction that everything is going. You know?
You know what? I want to just remind us as spiritualists that we're gonna have a funky, good motherfucking time. We are not gonna be in this mentality of I'm just struggling, and I know the world won't get me a man. No. Hell to the no. That's not our life, honey. I come to say that we're gonna have a good time doing this, and I'm going to be rewarded right now, right here. Every time I accomplish a goal, I'm going to celebrate it. Every time I remember myself and pour a little bit more of that love, that Venus in me. Venus, a whole planet, a whole just a whole place. We could say, come on, all of the crafted gods that's on that planet, you know, to just come and help me, just pour it on in me, you know. And the fact that is a part of my frequency, yeah, we're gonna have a good time doing it. Oh, we're gonna have a good time doing it. Yes, we are. Yes.
A funky good time.
A funky good time.
That's what Mama's for.
Right.
Funky good time.
Me and my sister play that on our live all the time. Gonna take it high. Yeah.
Y'all played it on the live with me before.
Oh no,
funky good time.
Yes.
Right,
I'm like, who's doing this back then? I'm like, there wasn't no auto-tune and all this technology. They was really
they was playing. That's why you be into it. You can feel them, hear them instruments and feel them, you know.
The vibration, the frequency of that music, man.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Man. And this funny thing, we were talking about choices. This came out, choices and their consequences, which we spoke about earlier in the beginning of the video, and the authentic self, letting go of the mask and being true to who you are and unashamed of being who you are and being true to who you are. You know, I'm sure, you know, for a lot of us that get into spirituality on these aspects, you have a lot of people that think we weirdos. You know,
right.
That's their lack of understanding,
right?
On deeper levels of spirituality and the experience. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get this shit right, so I don't have to come back to this realm again.
I know that's right.
Done and out.
I'm gonna come back. I like to come here to party.
I'm coming back.
I'm coming back to party. They don't party like they party here.
I come back if I have to. I'll come back.
I'm coming back.
I'm coming back.
That's why I elevate myself each time. I made a choice to come here and have fun on this round.
I love
it. That's all right, Asma. Me and you, we gonna be somewhere else doing something.
New task, new job.
We stay in the cosmos, please. I do not. It's ghetto down here. Okay.
Right. And don't get me wrong, I love the ghetto aspects of it, but
I don't. Okay, I'm bougie up there. I do not like the ghetto down here.
Y'all all chose to come here.
Huh? What you say, Mama?
Y'all all chose to come here.
Unfortunately,
we did.
No, definitely.
And I'm second guessing now.
And I'm gonna do what I gotta do But when I'm going, I'm
And
going.
enjoy yourself while you're doing it. Right? Enjoy
Mm-hmm.
your moment while you here.
Hell
Respect
yeah.
your
I'm gonna make
energy
this
while
payment
you
while I'm
here.
here.
Respect this 3D while we here because we chose to come here and we chose
Absolutely.
to come into the chaos and then control that chaos that came out of that darkness and be who the fuck we are. Because we
Ah,
gods on every motherfucking level that we go
Right.
to. We come here mm, to
that's right.
teach
You're
ourselves,
absolutely right.
to
You are
love on
absolutely
ourselves,
Look,
and to enjoy all the beauty that comes with
I
this 3D that people
right.
can't
You
see
know
on
what?
different realms the way we
Right
see, touch,
now,
and
I
feel it.
love being here. I love being here.
Oh, I love it now. I just don't
No,
want to do this again.
what I'm saying is that, and then I have ordered, and I'm creating my destiny. My Ori is on fleek. We doing this thing. We walking it,
Yeah.
and we painting it how we want to paint it. So I'm
I'm gonna
good.
just complain about it until I get where I need to go. That's it.
You know what I love about it though? I love the
Because
lesson.
it's
I love the
authentic.
correction.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I like when the ancestors step in and say, "Now you know better." You know what I'm saying? That correction, I really love it because
Mhm.
it gets you on the path of you know, just knowing yourself a whole lot better, being able to interact with other people a little bit better.
Right.
I do. I'm a person. Heck, correct me if I'm wrong. Please tell me. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think that gets you to a point to where you can ascend. You can transcend this
Hmm.
realm, this
Yes.
reality into the next. Once you
Yes.
finally learn those lessons, I think Osmo, you were saying about the lessons, learning those lessons and things. So I mean, I feel like that's what I'm here for. I'm here to learn things. I'm here to be an open book, a living epistle
Mm-hmm.
for those to see. Like I share. Osma, you've seen it. I
Oh
share
yeah.
like crazy. I don't care. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. And
Yeah.
even though I'm looked at in a certain light as far as my happenings and what I do, what I'm capable of, and all those things, people see that, of course. But at the same time, yeah, I'm human, and I go through things. But
Right.
it's the way that you adapt to what you're going through. It's how you
Mm-hmm.
utilize it and what you bring out of yourself
Hmm.
those happenings and those situations. So, I mean, if I come back, I come back.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, I learn something a little bit more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that I don't have to go through some of these same things. But at
Right.
the
That's
same
the
time,
thing right there.
I
at
think
the
the
same
whole
Hmm.
time,
purpose
see
of this
someone else to
experience is
learn.
to master it.
Yeah.
To
So
I
that
want y'all to
tap
think
into your
about
inner self.
how a lot of the elite families,
Uh-huh.
right? How they only get with more elite families, right? How
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
have their stamp that goes down generations because
Mm-hmm.
they understand that they are coming the fuck back. And when they come back, they want to make sure they have the wealth that they already created here so that when they come back, they don't have to go through the bullshit. That's why they have the secrets that they have. That's why they connect with the people that they connect with because they understand the story. They
Mm-hmm.
understand that I'm gonna make it so comfortable. Each time I come here, it's gonna be so much more comfortable. That's why they have the trust that
Mm-hmm.
goes down in generations, right? Because they tap into the fact that it is fun as fuck when you know how to party in this motherfucker. Of course, we're gonna go through things while we're here, but we chose to come here. And each time I come back, like when my mom transitioning, when my mom comes back again, I am going to make sure the red carpet is laid out because she gonna be my mama again.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I know
each
that's
time it is for us to learn. You know what I'm saying? To learn and navigate our way through this.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine being in a place where it's just one frequency,
Mm.
and that's what y'all. I mean, stick to that. I mean, every frequency is here though. All of them.
All
You just
frequencies dwell
all
here,
frequencies dwell here through
but
you. You're the source
yeah.
of every frequency. So, like every other realm, like it said that on the fifth dimension where time is, we know we could go there and get time, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of them motherfuckers know what they gonna get when they come here. I gotta
Mm-mm.
be
That's
perfectly,
true.
I gotta be correct in what I choose. Because if I want a crazy one, what wrong one, wrong one. Hold on, let me go here to okay, maybe the leaf, maybe the little dog might bite them. Okay, Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta fly into. Wait, let's see this DNA. They gotta study DNA codes and try to really get in here with us. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what they coming into. But we know what we get, and when we go, okay, let's excel to the eighth dimension. And what's on that dimension? We know. We know. The intelligent that is an element, the intellect that is an element that we hold. We know. We understand. So like we what we're doing is because that's why it's universities. The universities of school is for us. We not only ruling here in this dimension. We rule because we master. So not you not only like getting the the salute here. It's everywhere because they just couldn't do it. They just was like, nah, no man, I want to stay here on this one dimension where I'm just rocking on. That's it. You know? I mean, how can you evolve without going from the root chakra to the crown and back to the crown, back to the root again, and keep going up into layers? How can you evolve without yin and yang?
You made me think of a Tupac song when you was talking.
Tupac
had a song, Untouchable. Yeah. And he's like, untouchable. I said, look up the lyrics because I feel like there's one part that goes to what she's saying. And so I haven't heard it in a minute. And there's a part of the song he goes, expect a nigga like me to come back like Jesus. Nigga, I'm coming. I'm like, what the hell? But yes, you know what? I love the perspective that you guys are having me look at that from. You know what I mean? Because I literally feel like this world is hell and it's our task to create it and make it our own heaven. To master our inner.
But it's the opposite. This is heaven. We are tasked to get the hell out. This is heaven. We are tasked to get the hell out, whatever we consider hell. So we got to turn that glass. Is it half empty, half full? What is it?
Okay.
Because I bought stake in this. This is the metaverse for my soul. Hello. I mean, we going into the megaverse and blockchain. So everybody gonna know when they come to this. They gonna have to answer to the frequency of JaJa. Oh shit, we got to get the counseling before we can even enter this bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because see, when you go into who created this, who was in that frequency right there, we going all the way into quantum stuff now. And I have stake in this, or I wouldn't have a chance to even be here. Even though, I know that I brought myself here, but like you got it. It's just like everything. How can you prove your existence? How can you prove it? You got to make it that happen. You got to make it happen. Right. Right. Your legacy. Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let me think of my grandma. I love my grandma. My grandma. I always think of my grandma.
Yeah.
Her sweet self. She ascended. She ascended. I don't know what realm she's in, but she ascended and I felt it.
Wow.
She was somewhere different. Like she's like super powerful, but she made her mark. I don't think I ever met a person who ain't like that grandma. Everybody loved that grandma. She has such a beautiful, loving energy. She's a Gemini. She was snappy a little bit when she needed to be. She's snappy right in place. But man, it made me think of my grandma, y'all.
That's how mommy is.
Oh yes, that beautiful energy. Yeah, and y'all both look just like her. When I saw the picture, I said, "Oh, mama, beautiful."
I'll be staring at my sister sometimes so hard because in her actions, she just looks just like my mama, and I'm just like a moment with my mommy here again. So sometimes I'm just staring at her like, and she just talking. I'm like, Mom, like she's just doing every movement like my mama, and I'm just like, so it's just a snapshot into it. And I love
my mommy, she was like, enjoy this, have fun. She was like, respect everybody's mind. And she was like, she had like this life. I don't care what happened to her. See, she wasn't without things happening to her. But the life that she lived and what she wanted to show us, it was just love. It was love on steroids, my mommy. It was just love. It was just love.
On steroids.
Yeah. She was mad. She was,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that love
She
frequency from a
is.
woman, from the mothers, is so powerful, is so heavy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That, like you said, love is such a strong frequency. It's not weak, and people think that love is weak.
Yeah.
But love is a very strong frequency. It's probably
Mm-hmm.
one of the strongest, if not the strongest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Balanced stuff. Because you have to love yourself in order to want to exist again in any form, in any kingdom. The plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. You know, you got the kingdom of sound, you got sound, you got the elements. If you want to replicate yourself, that is love.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
love. So I'm going to be here with the ones that's replicating themselves because I damn know that I'm eternal. So it's better. And in the vessel, when I appear again, you know, all of us are going to be good because this time I got it. It ain't no more coming back and learning again. This time right here, I know how to put I created the chessboard. So why play chess when I can just create another damn board? You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
That shit was so deep. I couldn't snap about that shit. That was good.
Poetic justice.
Hey, that was good. That felt good.
Oh man.
Y'all so sweet. I love y'all interaction. That is beautiful.
I love when I get both of them together. They powerful on their own, but when I get both of them together, I'll be like, yeah, we gonna
When they
go up.
back off of each other. Yeah, that's nice. That's beautiful.
That's because we came here many lifetimes together too.
We did.
Lifetime after lifetime after
Mhm.
It's so funny. I was reading one time that when you meet with people and you vibe, you guys have known each other in past lives a lot of times.
Yeah.
You
lifetime.
know what I mean?
Yeah, like the like energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I meet somebody and I'll be like, I know you.
Yeah.
And they be like, we never met. I know you. I know you. Sometimes I'm searching through things. I'm like, where do I know this? I know this person, like
So
personally.
familiar. Your energy is familiar. Why do
Uh-huh.
I know you?
Right. And they be like, bitch, you know me. Remember that
Uh,
other lifetime, girl, what we were doing? But yeah, I feel that a lot of times I meet people, I be like, I freaking know you. And they be
Do
like,
y'all do that like now? Like when y'all talk to people every day and you know they already think me weird, y'all be like, you know what? I know, listen, that smile is reminding me of a crystal like I brought yesterday.
they be like, what?
yo, I'm such a weirdo, yo.
Me
One
too.
thing I like about living in the West Coast, I'm not as weird here. Like
Okay.
they accept my weirdness. I'm like, oh, like when I was looking for an apartment, I wanted an apartment with specific numbers. They was like, what?
Yeah, me
Anywhere else?
too.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
same
We
way.
check out them numbers.
Okay, ma'am, what numbers do you want? I'm like, you get it.
Right? Mhm.
But
But you
it's
know, people adapt to us when you stand in your own self. Like people in our neighborhood, I be like, you know, me and my sister, we need to feed the spirits. So they like, okay, let me make sure y'all have the prime cut, you know, Mary J.
ah.
The spirit, they be like, oh, we coming to get some more OT for the
Right?
But
spirits
those
to
spirits
drink.
like that shit. They be trying to make it like the ancestors and the spirit guides were like very prudish. No, they were just like us.
No,
They
No,
would be
that's
open.
why they don't be wanting to chill with them. That's why them spirits don't be showing up for them. They be
right?
like, what? You don't do nothing? Oh, yeah, let me back it up. Imani, what's up? You finna roll up?
Right.
You finna pull up? I be like, yeah, I got you.
You know, in Ifa, I think one of the byproducts is OT or liquor. You gotta have liquor, beer, wine. They don't care. You gotta have OT with everything you do. OT, 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 OT,
Ah.
OT, OT. I mean, we. I mean, you gotta have OT. You got, you gotta have OT. So
OT, OT.
they be like, I'm alcoholic. No, you not. Stop calling yourself that.
Some of them Lewis too. Like some of them Lewis, they love to drink and cuss. If you follow
Right?
Lewis from the Haitian tradition, oh my goodness, they love to drink and cuss.
That
But you
Caribbean
gotta
culture,
remember they were
period.
warriors. They were
That
warriors.
Caribbean culture, period. Liquor.
Uh-huh.
Not the cheap the liquor. Liquor.
And then
And
they gonna
you
make
know,
some.
you know, with us, the American Indian people, they like to drink too.
Oh yes.
Drinkers.
Yep.
Always drinking.
You know, people need the messages. I can't even see.
And be trying to drink the hardest liquor. Just no darn well we can't handle it.
That moon
something. Me and my sister, every time we go past that in the liquor store, we roll our eyes at it like, stop. Don't even say our name because we ain't coming to get your name. How dare you try to? No, don't come. We ain't buying you again. You know, because every time we took, we was like, I don't know, man. That Haitian rum. What is that? That Haitian rum. I don't want to think of the name.
I don't know why.
For Jamaica, it's the Rays and Nephews. That crap is lethal.
Really? Oh gosh. I remember one of my ex-fiancés was Jamaican.
Is it Bumper Court?
Lord have mercy. Him and that damn liquor.
Is it Thundercourt? No, I don't think for Haitian. It's not Thundercourt, is it?
I said Bumper. I said Bumper Court.
Bumper
Court. You said Bumper Court?
I said Bumper Court.
Not Bumper Clot, Bumper Court.
Bumper Court. No. Hey, I can't see the messages. People leaving messages, and I don't know what they're saying.
We have a question.
Shania says, "This vibe is everything."
Thank you.
And Clarissa says, "Will I pass this exam I need to take for my career as a midwife?" So let's find out. Let's see what we feeling.
Clarissa, did you study?
I was just about to say apply yourself. I was just about to say you need to apply yourself.
That's my girl. She's such a
I literally was about to just say that, like, apply yourself, study and apply yourself. Clarissa, don't cram. You tend to cram a lot. I don't know if you have kids, but you tend to cram a lot, and you have to stop doing that, because what ends up happening is once you get to the test, your mind goes completely blank. Take the time throughout the week, find an hour and study 1 page or 2 pages at a time. Do not cram everything into one. If you do that, you will fail. Just make sure that you are taking in the information to understand and not to just pass the test.
And you know, there are binary beats that can help you with your focus. You know, there are some spell work that you can do for that. I'm sure any of us can help you with that part, you know. So there are plenty of things that can happen for you to help you, but binary beats are very good. They literally focus on that part of your brain to remember, and you just make sure that you meditate every day, and you have it in the bag, in the knapsack, in the candle holder, in the tub.
There's also herbs you can take as well.
Right.
Vervain, you know, to help calm the nerves. You can even if you're into microdosing psychedelic mushrooms, you can do that while you study, because that would be great.
I'm telling you, a mushroom before that test, you're gonna remember when the test was invented, who did the test.
You might see the answers. You might see the answers. I ain't gonna even lie. You might see the answers. Look, they're gonna think you cheated on that test. You might see the answers.
Man, and I gotta connect if you need, like, you know, some psychedelic mushrooms and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah, microdose them. I'm telling you, they will help. I'm telling you, you know what? Mushrooms help you figure out the problem and the energy to resolve it in. You'd be like, damn, that I really wanted to scream. Mushroom be like, no, I got it.
Mushrooms do have that energy.
I'm gonna show you. No, don't fight. Wait a minute. You don't know how to play this instrument? Press the C note.
Yo, the mushrooms are so gentle like that. That's what I love. They just talk to you and tell you things. They be like, yo, you don't gotta worry, just calm down. They be like, yo,
go over there. Go over there and hug that tree.
Right.
Hug that tree.
Remember that word that starts with an A that you like? Yeah, that's an answer. There you go.
Oh wait, you on mute, Imani, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
I was on mute.
Oh, there.
Oh, I can't hear her. Yeah.
Wait, that's Phoenix talking.
That was me. Yeah, I was on mute.
But I thought Imani was saying something too. She was on mute too. Oh no, now we can hear you, but you sound low.
Oh, okay.
But I will say.
Do you have your earphone in your ear?
Oh, you know what?
Oh, it's low, very low.
Her earphone probably either died or it's probably what's in it. She just got.
I will say this, Clarissa. Also, your Sagittariuses are very big on procrastinating, but you have a lot of Virgo in your astrological chart. You have to tap into that Virgo frequency. Tap into the Virgo frequency in yourself. Embody those characteristics, because Virgos pay attention to so much detail. They dot their I's, they cross their T's. And when they have their mind focused on a goal, they will get that shit done. And this is Virgo season. So just like we talk about we go through every astrological sign, we go through every number, we go through every element has something to teach us. During Virgo season, hone in on the inner Virgo inside of you and focus and ground yourself so that you can sit and study and boom, 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 knock that shit out. Mm-hmm. Yes, godisinfinity.
Yes, I had I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I had got the King of Cups, and that's a yes energy. That's letting us know, like you're studying to be what, a midwife? Is that what it was? You have a lot of the aspects of it, what you need to be able to do and all that stuff kind of natural. Like it's like it's already been instilled in you already. So I'm seeing have confidence, like there's a maturity about you that's already speaking towards this career path that you want to go on. Spirit is don't think too hard about it. Do your studying, yes, but don't think too hard about it. Let the natural essence come about.
And I want to say, to make it all about you. The pressure comes from not wanting to let others down. When you make this all about you, you really doing this for you, because you are the midwife. You are already. The only thing that is going to happen is for you to take control of that. Right? For you to understand that it's sitting in your driver's seat. It's not about the people around you. It's not about if they see you fail or this, that, and the third, or I'm doing it for this person, I'm doing it for that person. If you are that you are, you've already passed it.
Mm-hmm. Confidence.
Yeah.
Self-confidence.
Mm-hmm. We have another question from Indy Ann. She says, what's next for me in my career? And she also added on another thing. She said, I did the first of the month ritual and everything seemed to fall apart as far as my finances and my job offer.
Okay, so I have a question for that. What first of the month ritual did you do? And whose magic is that you're asking us about?
For the first of the month ritual.
That's a good question. That's a damn good question.
And are you in the career that you really want to be in? Because for some apparent reason, I see more of business for you, like business. So are you really in the career that you want to be in? Or are you just doing it? No, you're not. Okay. Yeah.
I'm very careful about people on here trying to put other practitioners under the bus in any type of way. I don't like that. So we need to be clear about what's being said, especially with the first part of what was said, because, that's not something that we do. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So was this a ritual that you did yourself, or was it a ritual that you're saying that someone did for you?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's a damn good question.
But even if like I said, even if she went to a practitioner, right? It's not the career that she's supposed to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Mm-hmm.
knows that this is not the career that she's supposed to be in. You get what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a thing where if spirit tells you no, you know, that's not the path. It's like if the path is straight and narrow and you go veer off to the right. You get what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's one of those things. That's what I feel. It's one of those things. Um, you have a fear of jumping into the career that you're actually supposed to be in. And the reason why you feel like everything is falling apart, it's not actually falling apart. It's
Right.
not
That
going the
part.
way that you want it to go. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason why it's not going the way that you want it to go is because I feel like spirit told you that this wasn't the path that you were supposed to walk, but you went and you did it for monetary anyway.
Mhm.
Okay. So what you have to do is you have to go back, especially during this Mercury in retrograde, reflect and revise, and really get into what you need to do for you, so that way you can be more comfortable in that confidence that you need to get the job that you want to get. A lot of shadow work needs to be done around your confidence, and not only your confidence but your faith in the divine. You have to, you're one, you like to walk to the beat of your own drum. And sometimes you have to walk your path. You just
Well,
have to.
well, you know what? In that too, in that what you just said, beloved, uh, she is questioning her own work, and in questioning your own work, because I see that you did answer the question. Thank you very much for that. In doing your own work, you had questions about it, and that scrambled the process because you're the
Hmm.
resource, you're the source of your work. So if your intentions are scrambled and you're already questioning, like sis said, the divine or the divine in you or your ability, then it's going to fall to pieces. So let's go back to the drawing board. We got to go deeper than, is this your career path? Which one do you want it to be? And do you believe that you have the ability to get it? And do you believe in yourself enough to understand that if you do magic, it's going to work?
Mm-hmm.
Period. Because
Because
it's
there's no
never the
point in doing
magic,
the
it's
magic.
always the person.
If you don't believe it.
There's no point.
Like,
You don't believe that your magic is going to work. There's no point. If you're going to doubt it, you're
Right.
wasting your time and you're wasting your energy. You're wasting the tools
Yes,
that you bought from the store, whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's
most
a
definitely.
waste. And I get a energy from you, Indy, especially from the numbers in your name, that you can be kind of like flighty.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Mm-hmm.
be kind of shifty. You can go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next without completing things.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So that's something to also work on. In addition,
See,
you
I
have.
got the chariot.
Oh, go ahead, Mama.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I got the chariot, and that's movement. Like that's movement. And I had to butt in because when you tapped in on um her moving around a lot, her not being certain and sure about her work and what she's doing. She almost, when she's in the process of doing it, or I'm gonna speak to you, when you're in the process of doing it, you're second guessing yourself while you're doing it. This is gonna weaken your work. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to weaken it anyways, because you have to have the confidence behind it. You have to have the knowing, the knowing. That's the
Right.
biggest part about it.
Right.
Knowing that your magic, your work is precise, knowing that it is sound, knowing that the energies behind it have your back strongly, knowing that you know what you're doing and that you're doing what you're doing how you need to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's there's a lack of confidence that's causing you to second guess, that's causing you to kind of go in with it, but then step back a little bit. And you got to go in wholeheartedly, full force with it when you're doing these cleanses and these protections and all of that stuff. You got to go in with what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
And also, what I was getting was the reason that she is so flighty is because, and you said that, yeah, I don't complete things, I get bored. It's not that you get bored, it's that you get scared. You are
Yeah.
so afraid of failing that you
Yeah.
move on to the next thing because you don't want to feel the failure behind it. So you
Right.
Mm-hmm.
hop on to the next thing and then ride that for a while until it comes to the time where you have to move on past it and show yourself approved. And then you like, oh hell no, I will not fail. I will move on to the next thing, which in itself is failing yourself.
Right.
You're going to have to learn to trust yourself. That even if what you consider failing, there is a timeline. And I'm going to tell you this again. I say it all the time. The timeline is 0. Then from 0, you got the negative, you got the positive. It all exists on that same motherfucking timeline. Where's your focus at? You won't let yourself see the other side of the timeline. You won't let yourself see victory. You almost have put yourself in victim mode, ADHD, right?
And
So
that's
when you're in
going,
a victim mode and
that's
you feel
right.
like
That's right.
everything is going to fail you, that is why your magic doesn't work for you, right? So give yourself some accolades. You need to start trusting yourself before you even perform magic, because you are the magic.
And make sure you trace where that is coming from, because we're going back to your childhood. We're going further
Yes.
back. Make sure you do the work that you need to release that and understand that it's okay. You're good.
Right.
You know, you need to just really go into doing that. And so you won't keep going into the, and this is what these readings are about tonight. How, what is going on, you know, with you rediscovering yourself, repeating the same cycles. Why are you doing that? So yeah, keep going further back, you know, and as these beautiful goddesses said, you know, because yeah, we can just go and keep going down and just make sure we release that and call our power back to us, call your power back to you, and then you go ahead and then you affirm exactly what you want to create, you know, what you want to manifest.
Right.
I also wanted to add, because you almost said something that you kind of touched on what I was going to add on with her from what I'm picking up.
Yes.
Also, Indy, there's definitely some shadow work that you need to do. You argue with yourself about what's real and what's true and what's not. And I can see that from the numbers in your name. There's different trauma that I'm not going to go into that you went.
Right.
If you would like a personal reading, reach out to any of us, because all of us do.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain traumas that have given you the impression that you are not enough.
Right.
And as a
It's still
result,
going
you
on.
need to heal those things and empower yourself and take your power back from those situations. In terms of career, a career for you may be something dealing with travel, because my homemade cards said overseas, travel, and pay increase. So there may be something that requires travel for you, a position. You might be afraid to leave your community. You might be afraid to leave your family and different things like that. But if that's where you're being spiritually guided to go, then go in that direction and go into it fearlessly. After you do your ritual, your manifestation, whatever you're working on, do it and let it go. Don't think about it. Don't obsess over it anymore. Just allow it. You have the capacity to become you are very intuitive. You just haven't really tapped into it because you're constantly guessing yourself and talking yourself in and out of shit and arguing with yourself about what's true and what's not. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're afraid to leave your mom.
Oh,
Understood.
what I heard was to take your time. Take your time. I heard to take your time, write it down before you go forward, because that helps you to build more confidence in what you're doing. Writing it down, speaking it out loud. That's what I heard that you need to do before you go forward in your next ritual or whatever you decide to do. To write it down first.
And small tasks. Start by completing small tasks for yourself, just so that you can feel the completion, and also that at the end of it, you can give yourself accolades. So if you say for a week, every morning, I'm going to wake up and meditate for a minute. If that's all that you can do, just do it so that you can complete that week of meditation and turn around and give yourself accolades, so that you know what it feels like to get praise for yourself, from yourself, and the words that was, the shadow work that needs to be done does not continue to take precedence in your mind, right? So just find you something that you can complete like that.
And I just want to tell you a good thing about you that I did pick up, a great thing, that you always are there for people. And you don't even look for anything in return. You show up for people, and you are the type of person that'll be a voice for people. And you retreat into a little space where you don't even look for people to do the same for you. It's not that you are even doing it for that. So that's a quality that I want you to know, that your higher self and your ancestral realm is ready to reward you on. But now that you just need to just be ready to receive your rewards for yourself. Okay.
Thank you. We got a new question from Shania. I hope I'm saying your name right. She said, "What are some things I need to be aware of in this new cycle I'm entering?" From Shania Michelle. Okay.
So, in us picking your brain, thank you for your question. Okay, so you're talking about spirituality, and in dealing with spirituality, you're dealing with finances, and you're dealing with whatever type of money situations it is. So, in order to narrow this down for me, I just need to see if that's, is that is as general as it is, is that what you want to affirm in regards to it touching on those aspects of yourself, because it's almost like you're in the brink of, I don't want to say giving up, but you're just ready to do what you have to do to get to where you need to be. It's almost like a plea, that I'm feeling from you. uh, so the first thing I want to tell you is that you have found people that are here for you because we're here for ourselves, and that you are valid. You're valid. You're established. You're right here. You're enough. Okay. I just wanted to open everything up for myself with that, to let you know that, because I can feel that energy from you. Okay.
And please also, if you guys are able to donate, these are the donation locations that you can donate via Cash App or Venmo. It's also listed in the description. So if I take it off the screen, you guys can still look in the description of the video. Feel free to donate to any of us readers. You don't have to send something to all of us, but it would be nice if you did. But feel free to send to any of us. If you can't send at the moment, that's okay. Universe blesses us anyway. But if you can, don't be stingy. Cough up them coins and help a sister out.
All right.
So
So
I
I
see
got
that there was something.
oh,
Oh, go ahead. Who's going?
Who's going?
I was going, but I don't. Somebody else was going. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, right
what are you
now.
expecting in this
And
cycle?
your question, there
Oh,
we go. But no, there's something that you're passionate about right now that you're dabbling into right now. You're getting into it, getting ready to come in for you. Something that you are actually looking forward to getting into. And I dropped the card. Yay! But it's going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of abundance. So this is your phase. This is your time to receive. This is your time to actually do the things that you are enjoying to bring about the you know how they say make your vacation or your vacation your vocation, or make your vocation your vacation, or something like that. You're in that phase right now. So right now you're just going to be reaping the rewards because you put in the work. You put in the work that you needed to put in. Spirit has heard you. Spirit has seen all of this that is happening, is now giving you what it is that you've been wanting in this in that aspect. And I want to say career, um um there, and I keep getting a person, that there's somebody that's helping with that passion. um but yeah, you're going into a phase of abundance, and abundance doesn't have to just be wealth and money. Abundance
Mm-hmm.
can just be that joy, that happiness, that you know what, I'm free and I don't got to deal with this, that, and the other no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm sensing, and that's what I'm getting here.
All right. So I got joy too. I got the joy card for you. So the
Yeah.
joy card for you came up because there's so much joy entering your life. Then I got the protection card upside down. You have been protecting certain people in certain situations that you need to stop protecting. You need to let it be exposed, what's going to be exposed, right? You have to release certain things and certain people in order for you to be catapulted into this joy and this abundance that you're going to feel. So what happens is, in certain moments you stop protecting you and start protecting others, and you're going to have to release that for yourself and let them sink or swim on their own, so that you can go into your moment and into your transitional phase where you're supposed to be.
Also, something with getting organized. A lot of the times when we are on the way to reaping harvest, we need to start organizing so that way when those blessings come in, we can actually take full advantage of them. Start getting organized. Start sweeping. Something with sweeping out your room. I don't know if that's a tradition that you do in your family. Something with sweeping out your room and really removing the stagnant energy, right? Because when you have this abundance coming in, you have to get rid of the old. I think that's also referring to what our goddess sister here was saying when she was saying you have to stop saving people. You got to stop saving people. The abundance is not for them. It is for you. You put in the work. You put in the work. So reap your benefits, girl, because I'm happy for you.
Right?
I'm happy for you. Don't allow people's pity parties to kind of take over as well, because a lot of people feel pity parties, and some people know when you're about to walk into your abundance. Like, people feel it. They feel the energy.
It's
They
a
feel
that
the
they sense it. They come out the fucking
sense
bushes.
it.
Oh, they be oh.
They sense
They
it.
Take a
sniff it
smell
out.
of money on it. If it's money, you about to come into something good.
You about to be happy. Let me come and stay. Okay, I need a place to stay.
They start getting real French. Everything becomes we. No,
Start
I,
talking
me,
French.
myself, and I.
Right.
And the
Right.
people that you gotta let go of, they betrayed you in the past.
Thank you.
They betrayed you in the past. Stop allowing yourself to be victim to it constantly. You see what I'm saying? And of and it may be a younger man in particular, or a man that's just immature that you were dealing with. But the people who you need to let go of betrayed you in the past. You have to learn that lesson. Otherwise, you're going to keep being victim and keep continuing that cycle. And you're going to either block your abundance or not get the full extent of your abundance because you're allowing them to take up space and energy in your realm. Sometimes you got to clear things out, like she said with sweeping. You got to clear things out to let room in for new things and new blessings and all kind of shit to come in.
Give it away if you want to, because even though it's coming, if you do not release that thing and stop protecting it, the abundance will be there. But when they walk away with your abundance, do not feel away.
Yeah.
When they walk away with your abundance, you cannot feel away if you continue to protect and hold on to them.
Yeah,
So
God,
this
make wise
this
decisions. Go ahead,
Oh,
mama.
y'all pulling the same thing?
Oh, did we?
No, it looked like
almost,
almost right.
yeah, almost.
Mm.
Go ahead, JaJa.
Okay, so this is from the Magical Botanical Oracle deck right here.
I love that oracle deck.
And this is number 16. Love lies bleeding. Love lies bleeding. And this is Mars and Saturn energy. And this is dealing with everything that they have been saying in a nutshell. That basically, the name of this herb is Love Lies Bleeding. That's what's going on with you. Love, lying, and some bleeding. So you really gonna have to let go, because and you have to start to ground yourself more, because you have to really, it's some things that's going on and things that has been happening that you're gonna really have to just let go, because you're starting to bleed, from all the lies and from all the so-called not love. So in order for you to carry on with your career, as these goddesses said, and you're gonna have to just decide, it's you against you. It's you against you. Because what you're going into, doesn't deserve what you've been accepting, you know.
I literally just heard, I don't know if it was an argument that you had with somebody where
Yeah.
you said a lot of the stuff that you did for this person, and they said, I ain't asked you to do that. I ain't asked you to do that. And you was like, but and they've shown you several times, I ain't asked you to do that. You did that on your own.
Yeah.
So be on your own and accept your abundance on your own, girl, because you got a lot of things that are lined up for you. Clean out the
For
old.
real. A lot.
A lot.
I mean, so much.
What you
Like,
said? You don't feed pearls to swine.
That's
yeah,
right.
don't feed no
Hey.
pearls to swine. Like, you gotta know you
Fine.
deserve it for real, because it's right there.
Right.
And also from the numbers in your first name, Shania, I hope I'm saying it properly. You're someone who people come to you and try to get over on you. So you have to be mindful of and really, really look at the people who come around you and why and what agenda they have. You know what I'm saying? Because they see a certain power in you, they see a certain kindness in you, they see certain qualities in you, and you have people that are come to try to pull the wool over your eyes. But this is the time of you really doing a lot of introspection and recognizing that in your own life, especially with this being a number 7 year. And this is something that I would urge you to start correcting before we go into a number 8 year next year.
So let's talk about that 7 and that 8. That 7 is God. And that 8 year is the infinite ruler of your damn frequency. 7 is God. You're establishing that you are that right now. So we finishing that part of it. We going into the harvest season.
Yes.
Harvest don't mean we sit still. We gonna collect what's ours. That's what harvest mean. We go and fill our baskets up. So you can't expect it. We not, it's no more stuff falling down in your lap. We're going to get it. It's mine. Give it to me. So that's exactly, you have done it, but stop bleeding. You don't got to give no blood magic to no more people and do no blood magic either, literally.
I like that.
How Cinnamon, you up now?
Hey, Cinnamon.
Mine's is still out here. You know what? Mine's is sleeping because I turned off the AC to try to save the bill. And so he probably extra hot. He just laid on the floor like, lady, put on the AC.
Save me.
Outside.
He made sure to tell me he was up too. He said,
Quiet now. I better poke him and make sure he all right.
Okay, we got another one too.
Oh, we got a new question from
Some people
Shaylee
just-
Atwood. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone had to add anything to add?
Oh, it was Shaylee Atwood. I was
We got
saying
a
her question. Are
question
some people just meant to be alone for this incarnation?
Yes, that's the question. Yes, that's the next one. And then there's one more after. It says, are some people just meant to be alone for this incarnation?
Absolutely, some are. I'm sorry, it's just blunt like that. But yes, some people are, and this is just general. I'm not tapping into anything like that, but some people are meant to be because the work that they have to do is a solitary mission.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. Not
at all. Not at all.
It's not meant.
Incarnation.
Shit, I like being alone. Damn it. No.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Being the fuck alone. Okay? Is when I start gotta collaborate with motherfuckers that I'll be like, ah!
The thing is, I need to say, do you want to be alone? Because if you don't want to, then you're not meant to be.
Right.
Right. And you incarnated. You came, you chose everything that was going to happen.
Yeah, you did.
Here. So if you are living a life alone and that's comfortable for you, that means that's what you chose for yourself. You should not feel no way about it. However, if it's not comfortable for you and you rolling over and the emptiness is killing you, then say, I will manifest my mate and they will be this, that, and the third. And take every lesson that you learned from the previous mates and relationships and apply them to yourself, not as a way to arrest yourself in your development and say, this ain't work out, so I'm only gonna never love again because love don't love me, and this man had hurted me, that man had hurted me. So you take the lessons from that,
right,
and not the motherfucking cuffs to cuff yourself to trauma. So if you don't want to be alone, then thy will be the fuck done.
Right, on earth, on this dimension. And you're the only one that's heaven. So as you bring heaven on earth, that will be done.
Be mindful of your energy when you manifest in this mate.
Right.
Because you will manifest
desperation.
Manifest out of desperation.
And then it's all about chopping into that self-love as well, because I'm gonna be honest with you, your expectations for love change as you evolve.
That's
Right.
Love that I wanted
Say that.
when I was 18 is not the
Right,
same love that I want at my age now.
Right.
So
Hey.
make sure that you are in a place where if you are manifesting this mate, remember you get what frequency you are on.
Right.
So make sure that you are in that full self-love, that you are doing the things that you want your partner to do it for yourself. I'm telling you, it changes. It really changes when you have grown and have evolved. There's a lot of people who try to manifest a partner and they are nowhere near that self-love journey, and then they wondering why they keep going through the same cycle with the same people with the same shit. You know? So
my youngest self wanted a thug that wore Timbs. I had quarrel. I don't want that now.
Tyrone. We don't want Tyrone. Eric, Tyrone. We don't want Tyrone.
Like Taquan. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I like them names. But you know, like she said, you evolve over time as you grow. What you want changes. Things that
but
you
know what? Even in these moments of, you know, there's a certain aspect to us that we there's certain things that we really wanted and made us thrive. There's a certain kink to that. That's a part of our makeup, and all we have to do is alchemize the situation and still have that same kink, but in this vessel right here, because it's gonna still be there, that drive, that whatever makes me feel like, you know, because I'm not, you know, this thing is just not to be saying that I have a mate, no, or only to procreate, because every time we together we procreate. You know, we're procreating right now. You know what I'm saying? But when I have when you have a significant other, you know, just hey, whatever you got to do, you know, for yourself, and make sure you make sure that you have severed the boundaries that are yours within yourself too. You know, yeah, because you know, it's dope. I like, you know, I like getting a little bit from over here and a little bit from over there, but I'm still calling them to me though. I like the ones that I could say, hey, you know, today you on the roster.
I know that's right.
But until then, until the one comes that you know, I have a Rolodex full of personalities within this person, this God made, you know, then we good. But right now, hey, I'm loving all, you know, so many layers of me, and I'm not saying that I'm waving the flag of celibacy or just being by myself. No, emphatically not. I'm not doing that. Okay. All I'm saying is just that when you manifest and just be, just like the sister said, be on that frequency, man, for real. Cause and name it all. You know, what size you want it. You know.
Yeah, be specific. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm specific as hell with that.
Because you can come with all of that and just a little bit of this, and that's not right. That's not balanced.
You gotta balance this thing.
Yeah, I'll probably fuck you wrong.
But who the fuck?
Why you gonna do me like that, universe?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, best friend, you changed to that position real quick. Me and my best friend. What's up, bestie? Hey. You so fun.
I'll probably cry on my altar. Like, why y'all do that?
Like, yo, we told you to be specific. You ain't say that. You said he had.
That's one of the most powerful things. No. You know what's so funny? I remember asking my aunt, right? And it's so funny. I asked my aunt because I was like, at the time I was transitioning jobs, and I was like, I keep asking for a job and they keep giving me these low budget jobs. Like, and she's like, are you being specific? And I'm like, no. No. She's like, so how are you asking for a job and you're not being specific? Like, that's stupid. I was like, I know, but she's like, be specific. Like, be very specific. Yeah, like, be specific. Why are you not being specific? Like, that doesn't make sense. And I was just like,
the little things we forget.
Like,
right?
Like, literally.
Even
because we just want love. I want love.
Right? I want that love.
Even in Christianity, they tell you to make it plain, right? They tell you to write it out and make it plain, right? does the same thing. Yeah. They teach
and
you.
I mean, down
don't
to
be
a
hiding from
T.
yourself either.
Like when I say down to a T, to the like, you want him to love kids, down to the features. Like go off in your manifestation, girl.
Oh yes.
But you know, you gotta
you can do your partner vision board.
When I close my eyes, I be like, ooh,
yes.
I want him to breathe.
Right? I be smelling his cologne like, wait, not so fucking sexy ass. Oh, you gonna just smell like that?
Tone voice to say, hey girl.
Oh.
Hey my goddess. He gotta have the voice because if the voice don't match,
he can't be like, hey my goddess. No, Barry White, what you doing? I actually
he gotta be coming smooth like the Jaheim song.
Yes.
Let me tell you, Jaheim, I loved how that man sings.
Oh
my God. He come with that deep husky voice and he just sing like he the Mac, like he got it.
It's so effortless, right?
You gotta be able to call me and wind me up. Wait, give me a second. Let me close.
He better be strong because I need to be picked up.
Right?
I want to be picked up in the air. Yep. Strong arm. Bring him on.
This Jamaican, his little skinny son, he picked me up. I was like, what is
you like, hey,
I'm so dainty.
I was like, he's so strong.
You just went from you the finest thing. Woo! You picked me up.
Never in my life I gave it to him like crazy.
I got picked up one time. I almost married that man. I didn't like him that much.
Yeah, y'all gotta be looking for ways to be strong.
I had to talk to that part of me. I was like, I love what the fuck? No, you don't. You don't leave nothing like that. What the fuck you talking about? I had to realign myself with myself.
Be like, but we're soulmates.
Right? You just, wait, what?
Yes.
And I'm talking about off the ground. I don't have my tippy toes still touching the ground or nothing.
He picked me up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what kind of strong maroon Jamaican strength is this? I said, I'm
You're making me crazy.
I know what happened. I know what happened. What the fuck? He brought out my 2% Caribbean roots.
Oh wow.
Sorry, we're being silly up here. But I love it, man. We got another question from, let me see, question from Crystal. She says, what energies or spirit guides are around or trying to contact? Crystal, go to your family.
For real.
That's who you go to first. They most invested in helping you because you carry their blood and their DNA. Always go to your family first. People don't tell people that. People go to all these other deities that they may not be aligned with, that they may not be connected with. But go to your family first. Your grandmas, your great-grandma, your great-great-grandpa, and all that.
Mm-hmm. And if you can do the research to find out who they are, their names, if you don't know them, go do some genealogy. Dig, because it's something in knowing their name.
Oh, yeah.
It is something in knowing their name, being able to call forth their energy by name. Yes.
And even if you're from the place you're from demographically too, visit the cemetery. Visit the cemetery there, and they will have so much information. Like, if you're able to channel.
Or if you're into that visit,
if you're into that,
that's what I heard.
I'm not trying to scare. I'm not trying.
I said, what kind of unholy thing they want me to do?
That's the type of stuff we do,
Andre.
Wait a minute. I'm not trying to scare you.
That's the type of stuff we do. But
excuse me, because I'm a cemetery baby. I go to everywhere.
You can go in the daytime.
Every place I go to the cemetery. So, but yeah, you.
I love cemeteries. I always have.
Me too.
Me too.
I don't go there enough. I need to go there more often.
We
I
love
don't
to
know.
go.
I get a sense like where they are. Like if I'm traveling or something, it's like something
Right?
hits me, and it's like I have to just bless
Yeah, for
all the
real.
spirits and bless all the souls, and
Right,
it's like I can't help
And
it.
that's just what we do too. We been, hey y'all,
And a lot of the spirits around you have made themselves clear to you,
Yeah.
but you did not ask any questions.
Mm-hmm.
We don't allow spirits to just show up and be all up in my person. Who are you and what are you doing here? Did I
Oh
invite you here?
goodness,
What's
Right.
going on?
yeah.
Why are you in my presence?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even if you don't go anywhere, you are the source, and the blood is in you already. That's in your DNA. So when you talk to yourself and call your spirits forward, just like when Asma was saying,
Awesome.
Ozma was saying, I said Asma,
It's
the
okay.
fuck. Ozma was saying that earlier that when she went into meditation and her ancestors came and gathered all around her, and it was a surprise to her. Same thing happened to me. I was actually talking to I had did a whole ritual to where I was so tired of healing motherfuckers that I did a ritual to release my my gifts of healing. And in that ritual, they showed up and said, "Girl, don't play with me."
What you
It was
doing?
like, what? And then they gave me something that I told them specifically to give to me at that moment, because I knew that I was going to have that moment of me even before I realized I was going to have that moment of me. So they came prepared and they showed up. As soon as I was like, I'm done with this. I don't want no, I ain't going to hear nobody ugly ass stuff. They don't appreciate nothing. They was like, okay, so this is on you. If you allow anyone to get in the way of your healing, we will remove them. That spoke volumes to me. I was responsible. That's what they told me to tell me. So either we gonna take them out on your head, or you gonna stop being a narcissistic healer. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Don't heal the ones who don't want it. But they showed up for me just like that. Thank you.
She's a life path number 8. I appreciate you, ladies. That's true. Hearts.
Almost thirsty. I done ate an edible. You're welcome.
Woman wise words of the year, girl. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and the way that you can follow each and every single one of us is in the description of this video. You can follow us on TikTok, on Venmo. Let me pop somebody back in. TikTok, Venmo, not Venmo. You don't follow on Venmo. Sorry. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. All of our information is in the description, as well as the different services that we provide. All of us do not only do readings. Some of us make products. IAmPhoenixNadie makes beautiful handmade jewelry, and so does Imani. They both make beautiful handmade jewelry. They do different styles of divination. I make herbal formulas. I have a baby with sickle cell who I treat in the Midwest, and different people that I just put herbs together and brew them and do whatever I do to make it try to work. And I just play it. In addition to that, I do readings. I'm an astro-numerologist. I also dive into the tarot, as you guys can see, and oracle. We all dive into that, as well as many other things. Goddess, why am I mind? Okay, Goddess JaJa. Sorry. I was like, she does all different forms of divination as well. Her and her sister, I believe, also have a podcast. In addition, Phoenix has a podcast as well. In addition to that, JaJa does all kinds of stuff. She has a school, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Yes.
Please let people know about your school, sis.
Sure. I have a school, the JaJa Effect, University of Free Will, where we tap into you, and you will be able to tap into all forms of magic. Also, you understand, including with yourself, because it's primary you for you. And then we go into all ancestral realms and deal with all forms of magic. I also do initiations. And we deal with plant medicine. We go into every layer of yourself in regards to you getting to know your power. That's what we do there. And yes, we have a coven. My sister and I, we have a coven, and I have a school with her. I also have a couple of temples that I have, which is my Ifa temple, and I have a Santa Muerte temple, and I have the JaJa effect, which is housing everything else or all other pantheons.
See, I couldn't say it any better. That's why I said, let me just ask JaJa to say it.
I also
past life regression, get you one.
Ooh, those are fun.
Yes,
I also have the virtual goddess retreat, which is something I created, which we meet every Saturday. It's $44.44 a week. I take you through meditation, harnessing energy, how to transmute energy, how to protect yourself. We come together on Zoom. I teach you how to create a safe space for yourself. It is all goddesses. We're able to see each other. So the last Saturday of that month, we do something like I teach them to make a spiritual bath. I teach them how to maybe charge their candles. But it is a group of goddesses that come together, tap into that divine feminine energy, that power, that triple darkness, connecting the ethers that is you to the ethers that is them. Also, all types of divination I do. I am a natural healer. I do and deal with herbs. I do teach about herbs, herbal alchemy, and herbal magic, as well how to connect the herbal world to your magic, how to speak the plants and listen to that world out there. So yes.
Yes. And PhoenixNadie also has the Ritual podcast. Anything else you want to add about your businesses, Phoenix?
Sure. Well, I'm a vibrational medicine practitioner, meaning that I do Reiki energy healing, period, on all levels. I'm also herbalist. I'm a jewelry designer. My jewelry is purposeful jewelry, more like talismans, things that are energy invoking and energy inspiring. The Ritual podcast is something I do every Saturday. I have a co-host, beautiful Luna. Hopefully we'll be on the show here with us soon. But
yes.
Ritual podcast, we like to talk about real topics, the real deal, real things that we go through. We like to have special guests. So if anybody is interested in being a special guest on the Ritual podcast, get at your girl. If you have talents, we would love to feature you, your music, your poetry, whatever.
La, 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 la.
Okay, come on. Come on. Anything that you are willing to. We have one coming up Saturday. Where we're talking to a brother, Miko Wolf, where he'll be talking about genealogy. He's going to be talking about real indigenous culture. You know, we're going to bring that question if African Americans are really from Africa, or if, you know, they're indigenous to the Americas. We're going to bring up those topics. We're going to talk about how to do genealogy. We're going to talk about DNA and so much more. His brother is very, very gifted. In his knowledge and everything. So please tune in on Saturday at 7 or 8. I'll put the flyer up.
And with last but definitely not least, we have Ahzzy Moore.
What were we doing? Sorry.
It's your time to talk, yo. No, big yourself up with what you got going on.
Talk about your group and your TikTok and boom, boom, boom.
My name is Ahzzy. I am a spiritual mentor. I do divination. I call myself a spiritual jack of all trades because I have my hand in it all. I am a part of this group called Spiritual Baddies. I am the co-CEO in that group. We are helping spiritualists really evolve and really push forward into their spirituality. I do have a podcast coming up called Spiritually Dope. Stay tuned for that. I do run a group of mentees who are also, you know, a part of that group. They're learning their spiritual gifts as well. And that's basically it.
Openness.
Yes. But we have another question. Hold on. Some man asking if he could cook. I don't know what he talking about, honey.
Can he cook? They said,
we about that
pick
list.
us up, but can he cook?
Oh,
about that list.
Listen, that needs to be on the list.
Yes, that needs to be on the list.
He said, girl, that's what you need.
He gonna cook his way in your heart. Priscilla Darden has a question. She says, I have been going through so much emotionally lately. What is Spirit trying to tell me? So we're going to dive into your energy, Priscilla, and see what Spirit's trying to tell you.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say this. I just kept hearing "sit down." I don't. Sit down. I'm sorry, but
You doing too much?
yeah, it's like sit down. And what I pulled here, what is this? Like you've been doing a lot. You've been doing a lot. Spirit said, okay. Sit down now. Relax. You've been pushing so hard.
A lot of times come what we did, what we know, right? A lot of times, you may see people who say, my dad left me when I was young, and then they go leave. Even though their mind is telling them to be that person, they become that person exactly. So I want you to watch the way that you have treated people in your endeavors. I want you to watch the energy that you have been giving off, that you've allowed the energy to attach itself to you. And so now it's emotionally draining because maybe you feel like you don't understand why things are going the way that they are going. But I got a mischief in place for you, right? So I want you to take accountability for the actions that you have set forth, right? In your own
Wait, hold on
life.
1 second, sis, because you're giving something heavy and it's sounding a little bit choppy. So
Oh,
are
I'm
you
so
able to?
sorry.
There we go. When you got a little closer, it sounded a little better.
Her
Going
phone
out, coming
died.
back in. She was giving a heavy
She
message.
said the night her phone died.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you heard the part that she mentioned about taking accountability for what you've done and how you've treated people. It may be time, like Phoenix said, take a break. I pulled the temperance card. You need to balance. What'd you pull, Ahzzy?
Baby, you can't escape this transformation. You can't escape it. I know that you're trying to. I understand, especially when we are going through an ego death. It can be a lot, and I understand it. But you can't escape this transformation, baby. This transformation is basically here for you to learn from how you have treated people, from the things that you have done. As you know, the universal laws, whatever goes up comes down, whatever goes around always comes back around. So you have to be very careful, especially in this season, for yourself to reflect on the way that you have treated people. A lot of inner child healing and trauma that you definitely need to get into. The little you needs a hug. It needs a hug because you have been definitely acting out of trauma. You're feeling like you're not in control or that there is some type of bad luck. There is no bad luck. It's just that you have to go through this transformation. They are trying to rid you of your toxic ways. They are trying to make sure they're trying to push and propel you forward. Taking accountability is the first step into healing that inner child. Understanding that, okay, look, things happen. I've done things to people. People have done things to me, but now is the time for me to mend it. You're having a very hard time with mending things. And the reason why you are having a hard time with mending is because you are stuck in this victim mentality that, oh, it's happening to me. It's happening to me. No, it's happening for you. It's happening for you to break those generational curses, to break that trauma. So at this point, Spirit is kind of like, okay, you are acting out of trauma. You are acting out of not taking accountability. So we need you to sit in this for a while for you to really understand the concept that sometimes life is not going to go in the way that you want it. You know, and you're saying that you've been feeling emotional. You need to cry.
Yeah.
You need to cry. You need to release those issues, that pain. You got to release, baby. That's what I got.
You've been in fight mode so
There's
long.
some lacking of acceptance of something. There's something that she's not accepting.
She's been in fight mode for so long. You've had to fight so much. Kind of like not to make light of it, but it's just a little bit funny. All my life I had to fight. That's what I heard.
Right, right.
But I'm hoping that doesn't hurt you. But hopefully it gives a little bit lightheartedness to the messages that we're giving. But you've been in fight mode. You had to be combative. You've had to protect yourself so much that they want you to calm that energy down. They want you to be still. They want you to, like they said, relax. You're gonna hit, like as he said, you're gonna hit some of those karmic walls and things, but it's really all to teach you. And it's important that you take the lessons with grace and that you take them with strength and get to the root of a lot of why you've become so combative. Get to the root of that.
Okay. I pulled from my Wisdom of the House of Night deck with the goddess Nyx. And
whatever you were about to say just gave me chills.
Well, this card is number 28, and it says, this is the reminder card, and it says, don't forget. So basically, the reason that you're feeling really emotional is because you're going to different people and doing things, and you are doing things for them, and you want them to really understand what you've done for them, what you did for them, and they're treating you like it doesn't matter. So you become very emotional when you're not getting the result that you seek. And then it goes a little further, because you go down a little further, you might do something a little something different to grab the attention of what you're trying to do. So we have to really come back to the square of what's been going on for you, because it's almost like you're spiraling out of control. And you can't forget those that you've already got help from. You can't forget that, who in these equations that you might owe some things to. You have to remember and remember, you have to converse with some people. So all of this stuff that's been going on in your life is because it's some debt that's needed to be repaid. And you have to acknowledge that too. You have to acknowledge it. So, this is a reminder card for you, and that's number 28, which is 10. So that's going into the masculine and feminine aspect of things. So it's a lot of things that's going on that you have to say, you know what? Okay, I got to get myself out of this. Acknowledge it for yourself, and then you should be all right. But yeah, this is an emotional time for you, but the emotional time is because the result is not coming forth like you want. Which that's understandable. That's understandable. Whenever anybody do something, it's for a result that you want. But remember that you have to follow through with everything that is happening. Like, you can't leave it here when this don't work. Come over here and do this. Come over, you have to really follow through with everything so that you won't leave it open like that for anything to just be happening to you like it is. Yes.
You want to feel appreciated.
Yeah.
But practice appreciating the people who are around you, who do love on you, who do care about you, who show you reciprocation. Just to add to what you said.
But don't keep digging yourself in a hole, okay, by reinventing yourself for the next person that you just want to see you in this light, because sometimes different things that has happened to you in your life cause you to react a certain way. And it's like a survival technique, but it becomes familiar, and then you lose your way a little bit. But it's going to be, just right here is the moment where you can say, you know what, let me just listen to what is being said to me, how I'm being guided, and come back to it. It's not to say that it's over for you, but you're going to have to reap what has already taken place. Okay. So just know that just like you have to reap that, you can also invent a legacy and what you want to reap at this moment right here. Okay. Yeah.
I think we have one more question. I'm just trying to see. So Andrea 54 Hector says, what spirits are around my daughter who is 11 because she's been seeing spirits a lot, and how to help her?
Woo, that's loaded because they came flooding in here as soon as he asked that question. What is your daughter's name, please, if I may? Just her first name.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not getting a bad sensation about them spirits.
No,
either.
they're not bad at all. As a matter of fact, she's a medium.
Yeah. Because what I'm seeing in my head, I'm seeing her and around the spirits around her.
Yeah.
I'm just reading this. Yes, I haven't asked any about. I'm trying to see if she typed the name yet. 11:11 on the clock. Make a wish.
And she's 11, so that's what's up. That's a portal. She's definitely a portal and a gate.
Mm-hmm. And this
And
is back.
we're gonna get her to recognize her gifts and honor her gifts. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna help her start to meditate and learn about them.
Her name is Elisandra.
Ah, Elisandra. So you're old. Elisandra is old.
Old
So
spirit.
you're old. She's very old. She's old. As a matter of fact, she's like a grandmother of yours or something that came back in a past life for you. And she is there to protect you.
Mm.
And so the spirits that's coming in is a part of your whole bloodline. Oh, I say to that. She came to protect you. She came to make sure y'all was all right. And that's just how she act too. She's not even scary. She like, what? I got it. That's how she is. She is such an ancient one. Oh my goodness. She is such a beautiful something. She is. She is. She is. She is.
Even her name equals 11.
Right. Wow, that's a portal.
Oh, so
divine.
that is divine.
11. I'm a master number 11. So we got them. Come on, let's go. Let's talk.
I'm over there calculating the day.
Right.
That's an old soul name.
Oh, she has. Oh gosh, she has such. What those spirits that are around her is her support system.
Yes,
these are her ancestors. These are the mothers. I'm feeling motherly energy, motherly spirits here. Oh gosh, and it's
very
strong. Mama
good.
knew what she was doing. Andrea, you knew what you were doing when you named her. You knew exactly what you were doing. Oh my.
Yeah.
And 11 is a higher frequency of 2, and 2 deals with maternal energy and mothers.
Right.
So it's funny that you say that. The maternal energy is around her, protecting her, guiding her. They're trying to guide her with her gifts.
Right.
They're teaching her. Please don't ever shun her away from those spirits or try to teach her that what she has as a gift is evil. Or don't let nobody tell her that, because she's here for a reason. She came back for a reason. And she's here to help and do certain work. She might be a spiritualist herself. As we said, she's already a medium, especially with those numbers. She's 11.
She's definitely a medium. And she deals with all type of fairy. She also deals with, everything on the goddess realm, and dealing with certain spirits in regards to children, animals, all of those energy like that feel light, but they're fierce and they're unrecognized. She literally came back for you and for your bloodline. She is amazing. And make sure you surround her around people that understand her. I don't know about you ladies, but definitely I'm available, to cultivate her existence in herself. And she needs to start meditating, definitely. Teach her how to, if she can draw and give you a visual of how all of them look, they will appreciate that. She can make an altar for them because they celebrate her so much.
That's their baby.
That's their baby for real.
I see for her for this to start coming up, or to seem like it comes up while she's 11.
Yes, 11. And That's
Yeah,
that
it's
11.
not coincidence. You
Right.
know, the numbers talk to us. This is happening while she's 11. The
Yeah.
person mentioned it was 11:11 on the clock at the
Mm-hmm.
time. She her name equals 11 frequency.
Right.
11 is a water number and is also a master number in numerology.
Right.
We're also in a water number year because we're in a number 7 year, and 7 deals with prophecy and deals with spirituality. And so in her number 7 year, she is 11. She's going through
That was just divine.
some type
Mm-hmm.
of initiation. She's going through some type of spiritual initiation that they're helping her get to the place that she needs to get to and know what her gifts are and practice them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
She likes
practice.
to put stuff together. She likes to put
Yeah.
puzzles together and pieces together. She is very good with, just piecing like puzzles and figuring things out. It's just nothing to her because she understands grid, she understands binary, she understands so much, so many things that they're just activating inside of her, just like you stated. And and also I'm getting water spirits, and water is where we lived first, even in our mother's womb. So water spirits, a lot of water spirits are around her. A lot of them are protecting her. A lot of them are making sure she's good.
She's such a gift.
Yes, she is.
I would get her some black amethyst and
Yeah.
golden healer crystals, okay? Because what's happening here is they're coming in to help cultivate her because she has rites of passage. She has reached the age where she can receive now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're ready to give her some information, and she can use those to channel. Also, get a quartz, clear quartz with 6 points, or not 6 points, but with 6 sides to the point. That way, she can tap in a whole lot easier, and she can actually receive those messages. She can tap with her third eye with that, and to her heart to be able to receive those messages from her ancestors that's there for her. This is beautiful.
You know what I keep thinking of? Remember that movie Matilda? I wouldn't be surprised if she could move things with her mind.
Mm-hmm.
That movie Matilda, where the little girl was, moving the cereal box and shit. She's such a gift.
This
She's
is
such
something,
an honor
this
to be
is
her
something
mother.
that
She's
I
Nalima,
really,
you can just ask your question. Go ahead and type it in the chat.
Oh,
right.
sorry, y'all. I'm slacking a little bit. She
You're
said I
okay.
bought her some crystals, and she said she's named after my mom.
Oh yeah, that's ancestral, definitely.
And she said her middle name is Guadalupe, after her grandmother.
Yes, there we go. It's trailing on
There
down.
it is.
She said my mom is very spiritual person who can
Yes,
cleanse people.
yes,
That's in her DNA.
yes.
Oh, her puppy passed away 4 weeks ago.
Oh, her familiar. Okay, that's okay. She's gonna get. It's another one that's going to find her, but it passed away because it did its job.
It was done.
4 is the number of 4 weeks of the number of foundation, and she has her foundation. Grandma is here. Everybody is gathering around her and getting her ready, and she just she in the age that we're in now, with what we discussed with time, time moving fast. At this age right now, she's going to be able to just what grandma did at her age, cleanse people at the touch, at the sight. She just needs to continue to understand things, understand how to live as a human, and she needs to learn how to protect herself, protect her aura, protect the empathic side of her that she will continue to become, because it's going to continue to get increased more and more and more. Where she is just like, and she's she likes the people. She all the kids always gravitate. They look at her and they're like, wow, and she just can't help it. It's almost like there's a quality to her of purification because of everybody that has that, all of these ancestors that really, really love her, really, really love her. So, and
She has
you,
all
the
those youthful
bloodline.
numbers in her name too. Animals and children love her,
Yeah.
just like you was
Animals too.
mentioning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she said, "I pray in tongues." What she said? I pray tongues, and I'm very spiritual. She has an altar with Saint Michael because Saint Michael in Spanish is San Miguel, which is my last name.
Well, Saint Michael is also, and Samuel is also, I might want to break it down to you who that really is, but you need to understand what you're saying when you're praying in tongues, and we can decode that if you want us to. And you need to understand who you're speaking to. And Samuel is also Set or Satan.
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody's showing their cat. You want to show off too?
Yeah.
Hi, Ginger.
Hey, hello. What's your name?
Hey, Ginger.
Ginger.
Ginger. Ginger, look at the camera. Say
Ginger, you
hi.
are big.
Hey,
Wow.
Ginger.
Hey,
He pulls
Ginger.
tarot cards for me.
How are you?
He pulls tarot. He's a little Aries, but he's a shy Aries. He
Mhm.
pulls tarot cards and oracle cards and be running with it in his mouth. I'll be like, what are you doing with that card? Come here. I got a message for you.
Let me see.
All right. I think that was Lalima had a question, but you ain't type it yet. Lalima, type in your question. You're going to be the last question of the night. But thank you all for your beautiful energy.
Yes, this is nice.
Oh, so Andrea said, how can I get together with you girls? All of the ways that you can follow us and support us are in the description of this video. Our emails, we have our websites, we got, and if you would like to send a donation as well, our donation links are in the description of the video as well. Also further up in the chat. We have Cash Apps, we have Venmos, whatever you can give is helpful. But yeah, you can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. You can support us any way that you can. Every Wednesday, we are going live and we're bringing different guests. We happen to bring these beautiful sisters who are guests this week. We have different guests that we're bringing every other week, every now and then. But on the regular, it's going to be me, Sister Ahzzy, and Phoenix So
It was
definitely.
a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yes. And let's see.
This one.
Yeah, she wants to know how she could speak to us. Yeah, we're always available.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know, they got schools. A couple of them got schools. Shoot. Schools and groups and all of that. So Lalima has not asked her question. So I don't know if she's still here. We're gonna close out. So thank you all for your energy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the sisterhood. This is what I really, really love and admire.
Yes.
And thank you for all these beautiful like minds and all these beautiful gifts and messages. You know, it's such a great thing when I'm able to find people who have like minds that we can learn from, that we can grow from, and we can all just have an understanding with each other. You know what I mean? Because we're in a world that at this time there's a lot of groupthink, there's a lot of ways to tell people how to think, how to be, what they should be, what's right, what's wrong, and it goes against what we naturally feel a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, she says she goes to Catholic school. I went to Catholic school when I was a kid for 2 years.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I hated it. But hopefully she likes her school. And the church was so boring. Oh, I used to fall asleep and get in trouble. Let us pray. Oh,
They used to give you pow pow.
oh no, they didn't. No, they wasn't pow pow me, but the teacher would nudge me and then have somebody nudge me. Wake up. I'm like, oh, sorry. It was so funny. Yeah, she loves it. I'm glad she loves it. You know, because she probably loves learning and learning different aspects of spirituality and allow her to explore. You know what I mean? And come up with what she feels resonates with her and what she feels resonates with her bloodline. But yeah, thank you so much, you guys. I love y'all, the
Thank you.
audience, the sisters. Thank you.
Always a
To
pleasure.
Empress
It was a
Imani.
pleasure. My sister said
Yes.
thank you.
No problem. No problem. Her energy is always loved as well. Don't forget, you guys, to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check in every Wednesday. We're going to do something like this, and we're going to start tackling specific topics. So if there's any specific topics that you want to tackle, we can do that as well. We can focus on that specific topic and make a show just for that. Okay, I have different people lined up to come for the next few weeks. We got some brothers coming, we got some sisters coming, we got a few different people to show y'all who have different skills, different talents. All of us, feel free to reach out to all of us. Y'all already know if it's something that I can't do, I will definitely refer in a heartbeat. I'll be like, oh, Sister JaJa does it, or Sister Imani does it, or Ahzzy does it, or Phoenix does it, and there's no shame in that because there's enough abundance for everyone. There's enough for everyone to receive and to circulate the monies, circulate the funds, and grow with one another. We don't need no competition or no negative shit. We don't do that here. So with that being said, we closing out. Peace to you guys. Love y'all. And tune in next Wednesday.
All right, thank you. Peace, power, darkness, and illumination.
Peace, everybody.